Hey guys, how are you doing? It is Coach B. Wiley here. If you just stumbled upon my channel, I am Coach B. Wiley. I talk all about dating, relationships, breakup, and communication. And outside of that, I also do story time about the B behind B. Wiley, which stands for Brooke. So if you want content like that, if you like content like that and uploads multiple times a week, feel free to stop by my page since you're here and go ahead and hit the notification bell. I forgot to tell you guys, I also do a column called Ask Bwiley where you can anonymously ask me questions all about dating, relationship, breakup, and communication. And then I'll go on here and I'll address your question and then I'll write you back from the platform that you wrote to me. So let's get started. Now today is all about the baby. Okay, so yesterday, it is Tuesday right now. It's Taco Tuesday. So yesterday, I was in the shade room because that's what I do. Outside of doing what I do professionally, hey, you got to have balance and you got to keep your ear to the street. So I was looking at the celebrity gossip and it was just blowing up. It's out of control. I have not followed up on what's happened today on Tuesday. So if there's more that's unfolded, I don't know. But as of right now, let me go with what I got. So this is just my opinion on DaBaby, the rapper, and his baby mama, DaniLeigh. Now, I didn't know much about him other than his music. I do appreciate his music. I like his music. Then DaniLeigh, his newest baby mama, I didn't know anything about her other than she's a beautiful girl. So I do know from what I saw when they were in a relationship, even though he says she's a certified side chick, that's what he called her now, which is so disrespectful. So what I do know, number one, when I used to see them on social media, to me, and this is just me on the outside looking in, I don't know these people personally. It looked like he was just cool, he chilling, he's with her, he kicking with her, he's hanging out with her, and he's just like, hey, it is what it is. Her energy was giving, oh my gosh, I have the biggest hearts in my eyes. I can't do any better. I've reached the top tier of men when it comes to him. And oh my gosh. And one thing that stood out, they were getting on a private jet. And she said he was standing in front of her walking up the stairs, to the private jet. And she was like doing the peace sign. They were just posing for a picture, which was cute. And she said something to the effect of she gonna have his back no matter what. Like if he in the front, I'm in the back. And it was something like that. And I was just like, girl, this is screaming insecurity and low self-esteem. Because at the end of the day, ladies, you don't need to be in the back. Like if somebody's shooting at him, why are you in the back of him? He needs to be back there, like blocking you. He needs to be your shield. He needs to be a protector is what I mean. Do I want somebody to get shot? Of course not. That's just a random example. But the energy that I was getting from her is that she was down to ride. She's riding and dying no matter what. She got his back, this, that, and the third, rah, rah, rah. And the energy I was getting from him is, oh, yeah, she cool. She cool. We hang out, we kick it. That was the energy. And now, fast forward, she got pregnant. So when she got pregnant, everybody was speculating that she was pregnant. She looked pregnant. Her face was full. Her lips were extra full. Typically, that happens when a woman gets pregnant. I've been pregnant before. I get it. But she would not show her stomach. So they went from always being out together, being all on social media, to her social media being wiped clean of him. And then apparently they broke up. So then she finally admits that she is indeed pregnant. He did not go to the baby shower for whatever reasons. Now he talks about his other kids. He talks about his other kids on social media. He shows the babies on social media. And then all of a sudden, his new single or something just came out recently. I feel like it's a new single. And it's the something. So she went on her page and she made like a subliminal message, indirectly, but pretty much directly, saying, oh, supporting him. And referencing the child. And while she's doing this, another baby mama, it's confusing. It could be, I hope you're with me. His other baby mama was like, had her baby that they already have a baby together. Her name is Mimi, and the baby have a baby together. And then their baby was rubbing the stomach that looked like a pregnant stomach of Mimi's. It's beyond. So I guess she's just like, because he was claiming on his video that he take care of all his kids, all his girls. And I think she was confirming that not only do they have one baby, this girl Mimi, but we got another one on the way. That's what it was insinuating until she got on social media claiming that we're the idiots, we're the dumb people for thinking she's pregnant when she's not, and why do you assume this on social media, and da 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 da. She was talking in circles. But Mimi's out of this picture. Back to Danny Lay. So Danny Lay, back to her being pregnant. Okay, pregnant, baby shower, the baby's a no-show. Fast forward, she has the baby, he has a single out. She puts a play on words on her channel, kind of, what's the word you want to say? Insinuating that he is yet the baby daddy. She is not confirmed. He is not confirmed. And all of a sudden, the stuff hits the fan. And long story short, because we're not going to be here all day about this, but long story short, he called the cops on her. She got some simple assault charges. She ended up being removed from the home. And in the meantime, he's going live. He's videotaping all this. Now that I get. When it comes to black men and just black men in general, you know, you got to have your receipts. You don't want to put yourself in a situation, because it was just in a situation with the LGBTQ plus community about comments he made about gay slander, homosexual, homophobic vibes he was giving. Now that's behind him. Now you got this, and he's thinking smart. He wants to get ahead of it. He doesn't want anybody else to create the narrative. However, this is where I have a problem. It's one thing to film someone. Let's say she was wrong and she was putting her hands on him. However, when he actually filmed her live, she's just feeding the baby. She's literally looking like a mother just feeding her baby. She does not want to be on camera. She put the pillow up there like, dude, I'm just feeding the baby. He's like trying to egg her on, trying to get her to come out of her skin and be rude. And she doesn't. I don't know what she was doing before that camera live went on, but when he showed her, she was not doing anything but feeding the baby. Not a pun on words, the baby. And so she's feeding the baby and he's in the background. Then he put out a post about, hey, I'm just doing this to protect me. I can't get rid of someone who's like Fatal Attraction, with a mix of, it's a thin line between love and hate, and with a mix of Get Out. And so now it's one thing to be, okay, let's just say she did something wrong and she put her hands on him. However, once you get out of your house, like, don't take it to social media. And that's a new thing now, with people taking everything to social media. Everything does not have to be on social media. And now she went on live. And on her live, she's crying, she's breaking down. She says that she loves this guy, and now she doesn't know what's going on. From her side, it was like, oh, we were just sitting in the bed, I was feeding the baby, then all of a sudden you come in here telling me to get out. She says it has something to do with him promoting his new single, which I hope that it's not. But from looking from all things after the live videos, and from him sending his post, putting the live video of her, the police being in the background, and then following up the next day with more videos of her in the background, she still didn't leave. The police didn't leave. The police didn't make her leave. From her getting on live crying, it looks like a hot, toxic mess. To me, by him disrespecting her like that, it's almost like he is bigging himself up for downplaying what they had. Like, let's just say she wasn't his girlfriend. Let's just say she was just someone that he was kicking it with. Okay, sir, if that's the case, why didn't you use a condom? If that's the case, why weren't you protecting yourself? And the thing is, according to Danny Lay, he got really mad when the Plan B came to the house because they have been having unprotected sex and he hasn't been using the pull-out method. So it's possible that he was trying to get her pregnant again. But my question is, if she was going through this struggle with him right now, it's been 90 days in, why were you not on birth control? Ladies, we got to be smarter. So if you're watching this right now and you're in a toxic situation that is similar to the baby and Danny Lay, be smart. So in the beginning, you want to not be more into him than he's into you. That's what it looked like to me. I'm not making assumptions. I'm saying that's what it looked like. A, you don't want to be so far into this guy that the hearts are so big in your eyes that you're ignoring all the red flags, all the things that could potentially tell you, maybe this is not the guy for me. And then number two, now that you're in it, and now that you've left your home and left your money and solely depending on him, that's another red flag, because that gives him sole control to kick you out of his spot if he feels the need to. And he will have the right to, because your name ain't on the lease. It's his spot. And then number three is where ladies messed up, and I think Danny Lay messed up, is number one, giving all of her power to him and then allowing him to embarrass her on social media. Because number four, if from the moment she met him, she set boundaries and standards and required respect, he wouldn't have no room to do none of that. Even if they were having issues behind the scene, because he respects her and values her as the woman she is, side chick or not, certified side chick or not, he wouldn't dare fix his face to go on social media smacking gum, day old gum, talking about who she is and calling her all out of her name. And lastly, ladies, from watching this DaBaby Danny Lay situation, you have to protect yourself. Don't be so goo goo gaga over a guy that you let him take you all the way down through there. You let him pull you into his web. Not saying I don't know this guy. I'm just talking. Don't let him pull you into where he's at so much so that you leave everything you got, your obligations, your money bag, and then you just put all of your eggs in his basket. And then he gets on TV, on social media, and says, you ain't squat. You is just something that he did for fun. Now, she did provide a lot of receipts of them hanging out over the last year or so, them hanging out because she was very hung up on the fact that he called her a side chick. And she just wanted to know, if I'm a side chick, certified side chick, why are you buying me cars? Why are you doing this? Why are you bringing your family out? Ladies, I need for you to understand, specifically ladies who are talking to men with money. I personally have dated a few men with money, okay? And if they're out here just cashing out on whatever it is you want, that means nothing to them. That is a drop in the bucket. And I need for more women to understand that just because he's cashing out on you does not mean that he want to be with you. Simple and plain. Now, do it sound crazy? Sure. But does it really mean that he wants to be with you? Absolutely not. You're just there. He's being generous. He likes you as a person. Sure. That's how you have to think it. You have to stop putting so much weight on what a man buys you, because it ain't nothing but money that he's going to make right back. So the moral of the DaBaby and Danny Lay story is, ladies, have some standards. Pay attention to the red flags. Understand the one you're with. Pay attention to his previous relationships. What are those patterns? Why is he not with those other baby mamas? What is going on there? What happened there? How is he treating you? Do you like him more than he likes you? Does he seem disinterested on social media, but behind the scenes, he's so in love? I love you, kissy face. Pay attention to these things. Listen to your gut. Listen to your friends. What do they think about him? Listen to your family. What do they think about him? Because her family, according to them, they never liked him from day one. What are you doing? Are you being desperate for a man? Do you think you can't get any better? Or is this something that you can't think you can ever accomplish again because he's top tier and you think he's going to bring you up because you feel less than? Think about those things. All right, guys. I'm Coach B. Wiley. That was just basically a little... It wasn't a rant. It was just my opinion, my little short synopsis of opinion of DaBaby and the Danny Lay situation, because I feel bad for her. Because when I first started seeing them together on social media, to me, it was clear she was way more into him than he was into her. And he was just chilling. Could he have sent her mixed signals? Possibly. Could he have been direct to her and told her one thing but acted a different way? Sure. Could he just be a good guy? A great catch? I don't know. To be continued. So if you made it this far, go ahead. If you like this content, feel free to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I'm Coach B. Wiley. Follow me on Instagram. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, of course, Facebook. Coach B. Wiley. And I think that's it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.